Hey, friends, welcome back to the Digital Income Lab. I am Jody, your host, and today I want to take you behind the scenes of something that has the potential to save you hours, hours, help you look more professional, and build some serious momentum in your VA business. Now, we're talking about the systems and the assets that every single virtual assistant should have, all right, and that's why I created a space to house them all, and it's called the VA Vault. So this isn't just a preview, okay? This is going to be a little mini training on the kinds of tools and the templates and the systems that I believe, anyway, every virtual assistant should have and what it looks like to actually use them all right? So when you're starting out as a virtual assistant, everything kind of feels manual, right? You're writing every client email from scratch. You're guessing what to charge. You're probably winging your onboarding process every single time. You're using Google Docs and sticky notes to track tasks. And honestly, that works until it doesn't, all right? And this is the reason that I created the VA Vault, because systems actually equal sanity, all right? And when you have templates and repeatable processes in place, everything really does change. Everything just kind of like a light bulb goes off, right? First of all, it makes you look more professional. You reduce a lot of mistakes, you guys, which is so important because mistakes are so stressful, right? We do not want to be stressed out. You also get your time back. Who doesn't want more time back? That's why I started my business, right? I did not start my business so I can be crazy and, doing all these manual tasks that are taking all of my time and making me miserable in my business, right? I started my business also because I wanted more time. I wanted more time in my life. So it totally makes sense, right? So this episode is going to walk you through 3 core areas that you can actually systemize today, whether you ever join the VA Vault or not. All right, so let's start with onboarding. So every time you bring on a new client, you should not, I repeat, you should not be starting from scratch, okay? And these are some of the things that you're going to need. Number 1 is you need a welcome email, all right? As soon as they sign up with you, it should be generated automatically. You should not have to send that separately, okay? Number 2, you need an intake form, all right? An intake form is something that, a form that a client fills out so that you can get to know them. You can get to know their brand, all the things that it's going to take to help them with the services that you're providing to them, all right? Because you have to know about your client, right? Number 3 is a contract or maybe a proposal agreement of some kind, okay? Something that you're signing and that your client is signing, okay? A contract is very, very, very important, all right? It's so important, as a matter of fact, that I hired a business attorney to help me write my VA contract. And I actually shared that with you in the vault, by the way, all right? And the 4th thing that you need is some kind of folder or some kind of hub for shared documents and tasks, okay? Whether that's Asana or, whatever platform that is, of your choice. There's a lot of different ones out there, okay? And I want you to understand this, that even a simple onboarding checklist, like step 1, send email, step 2, create shared Google Drive folder, whatever, right? You're going to help avoid dropped balls, and you're going to look like 1,000 times more legit. Seriously, it's going to make you look really, really professional and polished, okay? So if you want to try this, then what I want you to do is take a second, right? And create a basic client welcome email. Do that right now. Something that you can reuse over and over, okay? Because your future self is actually going to thank you for that, okay? But once you create your first client email, make sure that you put it somewhere, right? You're saving it in a place that's easily accessible, easy to remember where it is, that you can use over and over, okay? Next up, you guys, we're going to talk about pricing, okay? We're in business to make money. We had to charge something, right? We had to have a rate. And one of the biggest confidence boosters that I've seen is having a clear package and a pricing guide. All right. And there's going to be no more saying, well, I charge $25 an hour, but it depends on, you know what I'm saying? So instead, this is what I want you to do. I want you to choose 1 to 3 core services. Okay. And then I want you to build packages around the outcomes, not around the time that you're putting into the client service work. All right. And then I want you to create a 1-page pricing PDF, or, it can be a Google Doc that you can export to a PDF afterwards, that you're going to be able to send to your potential clients. And it's going to be so easy. Okay. No more scrambling. No more saying, well, I kind of charge this rate, but it depends on this and that. Right. Okay. We want to have clear packages, and we want those, again, we want the packages to be on specific outcomes. What are you doing to the client? Not just, oh, I'm going to, work for you for 3 hours this week or whatever, right? Inside the vault, actually, I'm going to give you the templates for this, but even if you're just DIYing it yourself, right? you can create like a Canva doc or a Google doc, or, whatever you choose, but you can have a few things in it. And I would recommend that you have a brief intro. Okay. You have a list of your packages or your services. I would also recommend that you have a frequently asked questions section, and then have some kind of way for them to reach you, whether that's a contact button or a next step or whatever the case may be, okay? But those are the 4 important things that you should have available that you could send to a potential client, okay? It's kind of like having a digital business card that screams, I know what the heck I'm doing over here, okay? That's why you want to work with me, right? And that's what gives us confidence as VAs, okay? All right, so let's talk about communication, you guys. Oh my goodness. Sometimes communication can be frustrating, in the beginning, especially, when you're first starting to work with a client and you have different communication styles, okay? So I'm going to tell you something right now. You're going to save so much time if you pre-write things. And I'm talking about things like follow-up emails, reminder emails to your clients, right? Or maybe even some boundary setting language, okay? Because you're going to soon find out that you do need to set boundaries. We have to set boundaries in our lives, right? Whether it be with a family member or a friend or a coworker or whatever, Clients too, you guys. Clients too is no different here, all right? So let me just give you a quick example, okay? So that you can maybe jot this down and, and you can actually, create it with your own language and your own flavor. But you could say something like, hello, Joe. Just a friendly reminder that your deliverables are due tomorrow. And once I have everything, then I'm going to move forward with whatever that task is, right? Let's say your social media posts, all right? Let me know if you have any questions. And I'm going to tell you something. These kind of emails can actually live in your email drafts or in a Google Doc. Like, you don't have to keep creating them over and over and over, okay? Have them ready to go. And I even teach VAs to save them as text shortcuts or canned responses, okay? Because I'm going to tell you something. A one-time investment in something like this, it equals dozens of uses, all right, you guys? So the big thing here, the takeaway is we repurpose, right? We make something once and we can use it over and over and over because nobody's got time to be doing this manually every single time and recreating the wheel, okay? And this is actually the kind of plug and play help that I bake right into the VA Vault, okay? So now that you've heard about these 3 core areas, which is onboarding and pricing and communication, let me share what's inside the VA Vault to help you do it even faster, okay? So inside of the VA Vault, I have pre-written onboarding kits. I have Canva templates for service menus, client welcome sequences. I have follow-up email swipes, SOPs, checklists. Oh my gosh, you guys. And there's even more. And there's going to be more stuff added on an ongoing basis inside the Vault, okay? Anything that I learn new in the industry and I create or come up with something for my own business, I share it with you. I'm giving you all of my knowledge inside of the Vault, okay? Now, all of this that I'm providing is all editable. You can use it as you go, and it really is designed to grow with you, okay? So whether you're doing this all on your own or if you're looking for shortcuts, just know this. Just know this, you guys. You do not have to keep reinventing that wheel, okay? So if you want to start implementing some of this that we're talking about today, right now, just go grab my Fast Track workshop. And if you want to be the first to know when the VA Vault opens, just drop the words VA Vault in the comments or join the waitlist. And I'm going to put the link to the waitlist below. All right. And you can just check that out. And I'm very, very excited for when it launches. All right. But lucky for you, you are the first to know. You're getting like a preview of this. Okay. All right, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me today inside the Digital Income Lab. And I will see you all next week. Bye.